Today, at the end of every season, I'm forcing my best player to retire. Today, my best player is going to be Jasper Winter, whose contract expires in 1 month. He's tied with these guys, but he's +1 overall, and he's the youngest player. And now he's retiring at the end of the season. I can use mods to forcefully make players retire, and I'm going to keep doing this until hopefully I win the Champions League. This is the team that we're starting out with. We're at the end of the first season already, but this team is absolutely terrible. Oh my god. We finished 24th. That was a hell of a voice crack. We conceded 100 goals, but it's time to go into the next season and actually start working on fixing this team. Okay, we're going to start this rebuild by looking through free agency. We're going to need a completely different team. The formation that we're playing as well, by the way, just for reference, it's a 4-5-1. Bit of a different formation, but it does mean we need 2 cams and a striker and no CDMs, which is going to be interesting, but let's try and make it work. Let's start from goalkeeper anyway. 16 to 23-year-olds. We're looking for some young, really good goalkeepers. Now that we're in a new season, EA puts a whole load of generated goalkeepers into free agency, so we can find some really good ones like Diego Garrido. And at right back, we can find Leonardo Berardi. Can we find anyone else just in case we need a left back? No, nobody else, but we can, I mean, we can just check left back at left back position. That's kind of how it works. At center back, there's Lino Molina. There's one, but we're going to need another one as well. And there's one there. Hugo Santos from Uruguay. That will do, I think. Yeah, that does it. Perfect. Now let's look for a left back. We need around 70 overall. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If you can't find that, it's no big deal. We found exactly 70 overall. Rafa VR. Okay, and now we don't need a CDM. We're going to go straight to right mid first. And there's 70 rated, but he's a real player. I kind of want an auto-generated guy. I'd rather have Fatih Saeed or find 2 really good left mids. I can just turn one of them into a right winger. It's no big deal. But what about center mid? There's 78. No, he's a real guy. Santiago. We cannot take Santiago. Is there anybody else? Please. I think I saw 69 rated up here. Did I? Yeah, I did. Reece James. Oh, no way. It's not actually Reece James. It's obviously an auto-generated Reece James. Same guy, different name. Oh, wait. Different guy, same name. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Easy. Yeah, so easy. Sergio Santos seems like the best left mid, which isn't great, but now we need 2 cams. Cams are often pretty high rated, and there you go. Johannes Baumann straight off the bat. There's another one there as well. Milan de Smet. What a hell of a name. Perfect. And there are 2 cams sorted. Lovely. Okay. We'll check the wingers as well. Wingers tend to be a little bit more tricky. Right wing and left wing. Just in case. Yeah, there's nobody really that good. We're going to look for a striker now. We need a super good number 9. Okay. They were actually all terrible. Oh my god. I think there's some guys up the top here maybe. No, the highest rate is 64 rated, but I do have a bit of transfer budget, so maybe I could buy a striker. We'll see if we can afford it though. I'm going to sign up all these guys for the first team first of all, and then, you know, we'll go from there and see how much we have to maybe buy a striker. Okay, having bought all the players there now in the team, we're just short of a striker. If the season were to end today, we'd have to send Berardi into retirement, but we're not going to have to do that right now, thankfully, because, you know, we still have a whole season of football to play and all that, but we do need a striker. And in terms of money left over, we do have about 2 million left. I don't really know who I can get for 2 million, to be honest. I'm going to have a look. Let me have a look around and see who I could afford maybe. There is this guy. His name is Yonakusi Asare. He's 63 rated Bayern Munich player. He's 6'5" and he has quite a lot of potential. So I think I'm going to try and sign him. He's not willing to relocate. You fool. There we go. Okay, now it works. What can I say? I can make it work. He's only got 12 months left on his contract. So if I offer $1 million, they'll probably just say yes. They want a 5% sell-on clause. That's not happening. And there we go. It's done. The transfer fee is agreed. So let's actually do his contract now. It's kind of the whole point. It's kind of quite important, you know. He would be crucial for us. He'd start up front for us. He wouldn't be our best player, thankfully. So we wouldn't have to force him into retirement at the age of 17. And in terms of wages, to be honest, we could probably pay him 10k and I'll probably say yes. And he's insulted. Oh no. All right, it's okay. We can buy him in like a week. Let me simulate a week and try again. Okay, we're forward a little bit of time. Got him now on a 5-year deal. We're gonna have to offer him everything. Let's try 20k. Will he say yes? He does. Okay, that's good. I thought we would take less because all the free agents took way less money, but obviously because this guy's playing for Bayern Munich, he's probably more likely to say yes. $1 million for Yonakusi Asare. This guy's got loads of potential. He'll start up front for us straight away. So Townsend out, Kusi Asare in. Let me give him a game face. And there we go. Okay, now he's got a face. That makes sense, I guess. But now we have our starting 11. Honestly, I have no money left, so there's nothing I can really do. I can't even buy coaches for this team, but I guess I can still do development plans, which is probably kind of important. We might get promoted this year just because our starting 11 is so good. I mean, we have absolutely no bench whatsoever, but I don't really care about the bench. Right now, my focus is on just getting promoted, getting a bit more money in the door, and then I can buy some more wonder kids. All right. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of all we can really do this year. Development plans are done. Coaches I can't do anymore, neither with contracts. Let's just go. Let's simulate out our next year and let's see who we're going to have to force into retirement this time. Hopefully it's not our striker, but I don't think it will be. I'm back on June 1st and we're in the playoffs. We didn't get promoted, but we're in the playoffs. That's pretty good, I guess. Second game against Stockport. We won the first one 3-1. Let's go. This is the team now. Who's our highest rated player? We don't have to actually make them retire until the end of the season, so there's still a bit to go. Oh, they've upgraded well. Our highest rated player, I think it's Berardi, 76. Damn, that's a pretty high rating for a right back, so it'd be a bit of a shame to let him go. Yeah, currently currently he is our highest rated player. He's up 3 for the year. I think he's maxed out though. Hope nobody else matches him, especially Hugo Santos, although we'll probably lose him next year. Who's our most valuable player as well? It's Milan de Smet. Okay, I don't want to lose him because I could also sell Milan de Smet and then, you know, buy other good wonder kids. Anyway, for the time being, let's play this out and then we'll see who the highest rated player is on the 29th, which is the last day that I can actually force players into retirement, you know. So second leg, let's close this out, yeah? Oh, okay, barely. We take it. We lost 3-2 on the day, but we're in the final now against Bristol Rovers. Can we get promoted? I think we can. It's 1-0. We're going to League One next season. Lovely. That's really, really good. And our highest rated player is officially Leonardo Berardi. Our captain is getting forced into retirement. Let's open up the mod menu. Let's go here. And the data's loaded. Is retiring? Yes. Apply the changes. RIP Leonardo Berardi. He's retiring at the end of the season. Everyone else, though, we can keep and we can keep on playing with. Jonas Kusiasari, by the way, is an exciting prospect. So let's hope we can get some more players like him next season when we have a little bit more transfer budget. Let's go. And this season, our transfer budget is 2.9 million, which is actually quite low, I guess. And obviously, we don't have a right back, so we're going to need to pick up a right back. I'm going to try and get one from free agency again. No harm scouring the market. I might scour for some other positions as well. Some of our weaker positions, like I think center mid, for example. That could be one, but for right back, yeah, 77 Stanley Glover. Oh my God. Sweet. Okay, so we have a right back that's better than the one that we actually had. Plus this guy. Who's this? Emilio Ruiz. I might sign him and then just sell him. What other positions do we need? Hold on a minute. Hold on. We can take advantage of this to raise some funds. We can. Okay, left mid, right mid, center mid. That's for sure. And then maybe a striker, but I kind of like Kusiasari. Plus he has loads of potential. But for the moment, let's just look for the midfielders anyway. Okay, nobody at right mid anyway. No harm sticking with who I have anyway if needs be. It's no big deal. Nothing at center mid either. Damn, bro. Are we out of free agents in midfield? No left mids either. All right, fine, whatever. No, it's not the end of the world. We found some insane free agents, including Alberto Sorrentino, who's worth 32 million. He's 81 rated. We have to sign this guy. I'm going to sign up all of these guys actually that were on the transfer list there, and then we're going to make some decisions with regards to probably selling some players. All right, the signings have been made. So Sorrentino goes in at center back and Glover at right back. In defense, I have a lot of good defenders because I have, who do I have? Yeah, Arias comes in for center back as well, but now we have Santos and Molina and Ruiz. They're all surplus to requirements. Ruiz I can't sell because I just signed them, but Santos and Molina I definitely can to raise some money, try and buy some wonder kids. So Santos is worth 5.5 and Lino Molina is 2.7. So let's add them to the transfer list. And then yeah, Sorrentino and Arias we can just hold on to. I guess we can put them on development plans as well. That kind of makes sense. But for these guys, I guess I better make sure that we can actually sell them. Someone wants to buy a left mid as well for 5 mil. Oh, that might be worth it. Actually, no, I'm going to hold on to him for the moment. Hugo Santos in a swap deal. Nah, no point in doing that really, is there? Okay, Santos we can sell 7.1. Beautiful. Right, get him out the door. And then Ollie Harris. Okay, he's a random guy. We can just sell him. And then Lino Molina, 3.5 from Rangers. Lovely. Okay, they're good deals. If we can get them done, we're going to have a little bit of money and we can definitely get someone good. But I don't want to get someone too good that I'm going to need to force into retirement, you know? Okay, now that they're sold, we have a decent amount of money in the budget. We're up to a total of 9.49 million, so we can definitely get a wonder kid for that value. But what position do we want to get a wonder kid for? Maybe a left mid or a right mid? Our lowest rated player in the team right now, other than Kusiasare, is left mid Sanchez. So maybe that's the way to go. Maybe let's pick up a left midfielder for this team. A wonder kid that's really, really good. Let me have a look. Okay, I found some really good players. Julian Duranville, we cannot afford. Ideally, we would, but we cannot get him. Mikkel Poulsen, however, 16 years old, 71 rated, 4.7 million in value, and a lot of potential. I'm going to get him for the left, and I'd love Dario Longo for the right, but he's worth 10 million, so I couldn't even afford him alone. Never mind after buying Mikkel Poulsen, but I'm going to keep him on this list anyway, just in case. We're definitely going to sign Mikkel Poulsen, though, so we're going to get him in the team, and we're going to get him starting straight away, because his potential is going to be huge. Let's just offer his value, 4.5 million euros. I guess that kind of makes sense. 5.1, okay. I'm going to be a bit stingy here. I'm going to say 4.5 anyway, regardless, and they're going to say yes. Thank you, Brunsby, because after this signing, we're still going to have a bit of money, although it might be the smart thing to do to save it. Although, we could just sell our left mid. Like, right now, we don't really need a bench. In terms of money, we'll offer him 7k a week. And he says yes. Okay, perfect. That's lovely. We are down to 4.64 million now, so we're about half what we were before. And now Poulsen or Sanchez, well, it's going to be Poulsen starting on that left wing for sure. Other than that, I guess I could try and look for another right midfielder, but maybe we do that next season. Maybe that's what we leave for a year. And besides, I suppose we can keep Sanchez just for the bench. This year, we'll probably be losing Sorrentino. He's significantly higher overall than everyone else. I can't even sell him either. I don't know if I could sell him in January just to cash in. Let's just try it. No, I can't. It doesn't even come up that I can sell him, which is a bit of a shame. But Poulsen, let's get him on a development plan straight away. 18 weeks, wide playmaker, lovely stuff. And that's all we can do. I'm going to save this 4.6 million now for next season. Going to try and build up a bit of money. But for now, EFL League One doesn't know what's about to hit it. Let's see what we can do this year. Let's see if we can get back-to-back promotions. That might be a bit ambitious, but end of the year, we're in the playoffs again. Plymouth, we are against. We drew 1-1 in the first leg. That's good. Who's the best player on this team right now? Is it really our centre back? He's 83 rated. Arias is 82. He's almost caught him, but I think it's going to be Sorrentino. 83 overall already. Financially, he's going to be worth 37.5 million, and we're probably going to see him retire straight away, which is quite sad. Although, oh, I entered negotiations. Damn it. I was going to see when Arias retires, or when Arias becomes a better player, I should say. Hopefully, he never retires. So, Arias development plan 41 weeks. Okay. Because just like the very first retirement of the video, if Arias and Sorrentino are the same overall, we go straight to age, and the younger player has to retire, and that's because the younger player tends to be more valuable. Anyway, for the time being, we're going to simulate out this season. Let's see if we can get promoted again. That would be nice. Probably give us a little bit of a bigger budget. Second leg against Plymouth Argyle, and we lose. Okay, so we're still in League One for another season. That's fine. That's no problem with me. How did we actually do in the league, though? We finished 4th. Okay, not bad. Quite a distance off the automatic promotion slots, but pretty comfortably in the playoffs as well. I can't say I'm mad at all. But Sorrentino, I think, is going to be our man. Sure enough, he is. His contract's expiring in 12 months, but he won't be able to get that far. He's going to be retiring this year. So Sorrentino is retiring. Yes, we just apply those changes and back out. And then when we go back in, Sorrentino is retiring at the end of the season. Sure enough, goodbye to Sorrentino. Arias, though, is particularly interesting to me. I might try and sell him next season for some big money and try to get some superb wonder kids. We still have 5 million residue from this season, leftover money that we just haven't spent. We're going to carry that into next year, plus the new budget, plus some players that we're going to sell. We're going to have a nice little chunk of change next year to get some really good wonder kids. So what do we really need this year? Well, obviously a centre back, but I can check free agency for that for sure, as well as other positions I can check free agency for. Poulsen's already up to 75, by the way. Yeah, wonder kids is definitely the way to go. Although I don't want him to get too good because I don't want him to forcibly retire at the age of like 20 or whatever. But the centre back is our priority. Let's see if I can find a good centre back in free agency, as well as maybe some other free agents that could be of interest. Let me make a little short list. Okay, some particularly standout free agents. Obviously, Longo is still here, but he's worth 30 million. We're probably not going to be able to afford him. But Nico Hoffman, 82 rated. We found another centre back. Definitely going to sign him up. And then Flavio Lombardi, 78 overall. I think I'm going to pick him up as well. Just maybe even for the bench, or I can sell him next year or something. There'll be some way for me to implement it. I can make him a centre mid. I can make him a centre back. You know, we have a few options. I think we're definitely going to be selling a centre back this year, though, whether it be Nico Hoffman or Arias, who's already starting for us. Or not selling, but retiring, actually. We're going to be forcing one of our centre backs into retirement this year for sure. But Nico Hoffman, sign him up. We have a really good centre back pairing now. And Flavio Lombardi as well. It's probably the right thing. He wants a crucial contract, but he won't be a crucial player for us. He will sit on our bench and he'll be pleased with it because I don't care. Just give him 10k a week. We have 5.4 million in the bank, so a little bit of residue from last year. Of course, it did cost a lot to sign the two players that we wanted, Hoffman and now Lombardi as well. Just in terms of contracts, obviously the transfer fee is 0, but you know, we still have to pay their contracts. We can't get them for literally free. You know, we do have to pay them. They are employees. So Hoffman would start straight away and Lombardi would come onto the bench here alongside Sanchez. I'm definitely going to try and sell Sanchez, and Lombardi, I'm not quite sure what to do. Yeah, he's not really a centre mid. Yeah, he's actually more of a centre back if anything. So we're going to leave James in midfield for sure, but I'd love a superstar centre mid to maybe replace him. So maybe I can sell James and I can sell Sanchez to raise a little bit of money for this team, and maybe Arias as well. Also, I need to do contracts. So Desmet, we're going to give him a 3-year extension. Anyone else low? Yeah, Johannes Baumann as well, our other cam. Diego Garrido, our goalkeeper, we need to do. So this is going to cost us a bit of money. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad though. Yes, we're still on 5.4 million, so that's good. But yeah, Arias 37.5 million, and it's a race against time between Arias and Hoffman for who's going to develop quicker, and I think it's probably going to be Arias maybe, although Hoffman does get better in shorter amount of time. I'm not sure. Anyway, for the time being, let's put Sergio Sanchez on the transfer list. I actually haven't done development plans in a while, but I can neglect them for the moment. And then we could also put our centre mid, who is Reece James. We could put him on the transfer list as well. And then if we just happen to get transfer offers for other players, I'll keep an eye out, but you know, I don't think we're going to be needing them. We're in League One again, but I'm hoping to make strides this year, especially with some wonder kids that we can find. And sure enough, okay, transfer offers for Poulsen. No way are we selling him. Kusi Asare, I don't really want to sell him, to be honest. That's our boy. And then Blake Andrews, don't know who that is, so I mean, well, actually, no, I am going to hold on to him. I can't sell him. Oh, he requested me move away. Tough, I don't care. I'm going to hold on to him because I need some players to fill out the bench. I do want to sell the players that I have put on the transfer list. I can't sell them if we hit the squad minimum size, which is 18. I think we only have 20, maybe 2 spaces to sell. We can actually see if we could check our bench, don't we? How many do we have in reserve? Okay, we only have 1 spot in the reserve, so I'm only going to be able to sell 1 player. Actually, Ruiz as well. Forgot about him. Okay, maybe I should sign some free agents then to be able to sell some players. So with these transfer offers now, here you go. Sanchez, 18 million from Cadiz. I'm going to reject the swap deal as well. And then Reece James, 6.5 million. We're going to try and sell him. We're also trying to sell Blake Andrews as well, I guess. I'm just going to pick up a few random free agents, basically. Do you know what I should do, really? Right now that we're in League One, we have a bit of money and we're kind of established. Let me do a bench. Let me fill out a bench here. We're selling Sanchez. I'm going to put him on the reserves. We're going to keep Ruiz. We might as well. Lombardi, I guess he can be our backup centre mid because he can technically play there. But let's get a backup right mid, backup cam, backup striker, backup centre back, and a backup goalkeeper. Let's fill out our bench so we can afford to actually sell some players and move some players around. All right, I made the signings. Now let's organize this bench and make sure that it looks good. I also did sign a central midfielder as well. I picked up Guedes instead of Lombardi. I'm just gonna leave Lombardi on the reserves until he gets like older, like a year older, and then I'm just gonna move him on. But now we can actually make some player sales. Let's go. So let's move a little bit forward and let these players sell, please. And there we go. We're up to now a total of 18 million in the current budget. It's time to add some players to this team. Like I said, I want a center mid. So let me see if I can find a central midfielder. Why did I buy it a third center mid if I'm going to just get a center mid anyway? I think I'm an idiot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to get a center mid or cam maybe, but one or the other. Let's see. Okay, I think we found our man, Magnus Mikkelsen. He's 76 rated cam from Queen's Park Rangers. He's got a lot of potential. I think he's our man. I think I'm going to try and pick this guy up. We do get some more offers though. Emilio Ruiz is an interesting offer. And honestly, so is Stanley Glover. 18 million. That's pretty good. Although I think we may as well just sell Ruiz. I think I'm just going to sell Ruiz. I'm going to hold on to Glover for the moment because I think Glover starts for us right now. So I guess there's no harm, you know, there's no harm holding on to him. Mikkelsen, I guess we'll just offer 17 million on the nose. 19.7 is a lot. It's 17.022. And they say yes. Okay. But how tight are we going to be now to pay for his contract? We should be fine, I think. Oh yeah, we're definitely fine. Okay, sweet. We have 19. He's currently on 8.9. We'll give him like 10k a week. He'll be happy with that. He doesn't even want to be a crucial player. He only wants to be important, but he will start every week. So we may have lost Sergio Sanchez for 18.5 million, but we pick up Magnus Mikkelsen for 17,022,401 euros specifically. Not a cent over. And he would start straight away. So Bauman would be our backup cam. Although that means we can sell Bauman. Plus we're selling Ruiz. Plus I think we still have one more player to go. So we might even have even more money to buy someone else. So Bauman, let's just add him to the transfer list. Mikkelsen is showing great potential as well, which is excellent. Yeah, and there's an offer for Bauman. Again, Glover, I'm going to block. But Bauman for 10 million. That's pretty nice. Plus the fact that we've gained another 6 million in budget. Like we could do some damage here. And we're up to 13 million now. And Bauman still hasn't sold. Excellent. Okay, so we are moving players around really well here. We might have over 20 million. We should do. And we do. We have exactly right. 20 million in the current budget. Let's spend it for sure. What does the team look like now that I've made those changes? Okay, we need a center mid. Guedes we're going to put on the bench. Yeah, okay, let's get a center mid. Come hell or high water, we just need one. So let me sign one. Okay, we definitely found our guy. Stefan Lund. He's going to start center mid for us every single day of the week. We're going to approach to buy him straight away. I bet we can get him a little cheaper as well. Not way cheaper than his value. Maybe like 12 million. That still seems like a pretty good price. 12.8 with a big sell-on clause. Let's just remove the sell-on clause and see what they say. And they just say yes. Okay, that's all I want. We're going to get this over the line. We're going to have a little bit of fluff left over as well. Maybe for contract if we need to do them, which I think we might. But anyway, Lund is definitely going to play for us and he's going to be really, really good. So let's get him on a 5-year deal. Thank you. No release clause. Make him work. And well, we can give him wage of, well, he's on 5, so we'll give him 8k a week. And he's pretty happy with that. That's all I want. Lovely. So Johannes Bauman is out the door, one of the first free agents that we signed in our initial squad pickup. And Stefan Lund comes into the team from Norrköping for 12.8 million. I think that's a hell of a find, to be honest. I think that's a pretty good spot. So Lund would go in midfield. Okay, lovely. This looks good. This looks really, really good. Lowest rated player now is Saeed, but more importantly, one of our highest rated players is going to be one of Arias or Hoffman. What I might do is go to January, and whoever's looking like they're going to be the highest rated player at the end of the season, I might sell just so we can get a bit of money out of one of them. Although there's no point. I might as well, because one of them's going to have to retire anyway. So whoever doesn't retire, we just keep, and then they would go the next year maybe. And our backup centre back is pretty decent anyway. Duffy. Oh, we don't have a backup. Oh, I might just go without one, to be honest. Yeah, Arias can play fullback anyway. It will be fine. I'm not worried. We have 7 million in the budget. League One, I expect promotion this year, frankly. Let's see if we can get it. At the end of the season, we lost in the playoffs again. We finished 3rd. League One playoffs. Yeah, we lost on penalties. Ah, what a shame. That's okay. That's okay. We're still making progress. No need to worry. Highest rated player is Hoffman. Okay, more so than Arias. He's 85 rated. Oh, it's okay. It's going to be hard to see him go, but that's okay because the rest of the team is coming along really well. Let's see. Anyway, we're going to go to the 29th once again and see who the highest rated player is. It could be Arias. You never know. He could take the, the same overall and then he's younger, so we'll have to retire him. We'll see. And they're both on international duty, but Arias is 84 overall and Hoffman is 85 overall. So that means we're going to be forcing Nico Hoffman into retirement, which kind of sucks. That kind of sucks, to be honest, because he is so good. 85 rated in League One. He's going to dominate, or he probably did dominate this year, but he's retiring at the end of the season now. Top goal scorer was Magnus Mikkelsen, our signing for Cam. Also Samuel Figueroa. He did well. I think that was off the bench. Kusi Asare got 10 goals and 2 assists, which actually isn't the best. But everyone's gone up, how much? 3-2, 4-2, 5. Okay, yeah, so everyone's up around like 3 or 4 overall, which is exactly what we want. That's all we can ask for. We just keep on simulating now. Let's go to next season and see how much money we have. We had a lot of turnover last year. See if we can do the same this year. Get a bit of work under our belts and maybe make a bit of money along the way. So a man like me in a time like this, what do I do? See, I do have Duffy at centre-back, so I could use him, or I could try and find someone better from free agency, which is exactly what I'll do. We found 2 insane centre-backs from free agency the last 2 times, so I'm gonna, you know, do that again. Kind of makes sense. I kind of want a goalkeeper as well. But for now, anyway, let's look for a centre-back from free agency or anyone else we can find in that free agency pool. All right, I found 2 players. First of all, Youngsu Oh. He's unbelievable. 81 rated right midfielder. Sign him up and he'll start for us straight away. And then also Callum Bolton. He's the best centre-back that I could find, unfortunately. I'd like to have done a little bit better, but we're just going to have to firm it with these 2 guys. Let me sign them up and add them to the team. Okay, so right mid, we have O starting straight away. And at centre-back, we're going to have Bolton. Let me organise this bench a little bit as well. So it'll be Duffy and then it would be Saeed. Actually, Saeed is technically surplus to requirement. So we could sell Saeed, just have Ahmed on the bench. That's probably what I'll do. And then other than that, who else could I sell? Let's have a look at values here. I almost want... Oh, you know, I almost want to sell Arias. Look at London, by the way, in terms of value. He's very, very high. He's 80 overall, though. I'm going to hold on to him because really good centre mids are very rare. But Ivan Arias, I almost want to sell him. And if I sold Arias, our highest rated player would be Stanley Glover, who is a right back. So I'd almost be fine with losing Glover, you know? Is there anyone else running out of contract? Fatih Saeed, yeah, okay. So we can do him like that. Let's add him to the transfer list. And then let's... Oh, will we? Oh, this is hard. Okay, yeah. Let's add Ivan Arias to the transfer list. Or we sell him in January. Because if we sell him in January, he'll probably go up in overall a little bit more. And if it goes up in overall a little bit more, then his value will increase and we'll be able to sell him for more. Okay, let's do that. So let's sell that one guy right now. Fatih Saeed, is it? Yeah, 13 million for Fatih Saeed. Let's sell him. We also have a current budget of 8 million. So that would put us around 20 million, which is decent money. Plus we sell Arias. We're going to be looking at like, what, 50, 60 million? Okay, Fatih Saeed still hasn't sold. Come on, mate. He's still not sold. We have the depth in our squad to sell him. Okay, there we go. He's gone. 17.9 million. Let's go to January now and let's sell our centre back and then let's buy some wonder kids. All right, so 1st of January, it's probably time to sell this centre back. Arias, get out of here. He's 86 rated now. His value's up to 66 million. Lund is 73 million now. Who's our highest rated player? Is it Lund? Oh, I see. I don't want to lose Lund. Lund's up 3. Glover's up 1 for the year. Oh, no. Glover's getting better in 80 weeks. When is Lund getting better? 17 weeks. Oh, no. Okay, I've got to keep Arias then, just as insurance, so we can hold on to Lund. Or I just sell Stefan Lund. Is that a crazy idea? Oh, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm just going to sell Lund. I think I have to. I think I just have to. He's growing too quickly for this team. I'm going to have to add him to the transfer list. It's time to go, Lund. Oh, man, this sucks. Okay, so we're going to be losing Lund, and then we're going to be losing Arias as well to retirement this year. 91 million is the offer from Celtic, and we're going to have to take that for sure. Oh, God. Right, I've got to simulate a few days now, and now we have money. 95 million in the current budget. It's time to buy some players. So, first of all, centre-back. Well, honestly, we could do with 2, but really for now, actually, let me make Lombardi a centre-back, because I definitely can, right? 38 weeks. Damn, never mind. Okay, well, that was a fun plan while it lasted. But we're going to be losing Arias, and Bolton's just not really that good at football, to be honest. So, honestly, I need 2 centre-backs. Kusiasar is still fine up front. I'm going to leave him there, but we need 2 centre-backs and a centre-mid. I can leave the second centre-back for, like, next year, but centre-back and centre-mid are desperately needed. Let me go and find some wonder kids, maybe even a goalkeeper as well. 30 million on each position. That sounds like good amount. 30 million on each position for a centre-mid, a centre-back, and a goalkeeper. Let's do it. Okay, I found the players that we want. First of all, Waikili Hogan, 18-year-old, 79 rated centre-back from Stade Rennes. Also in midfield, Cedric Martin, another French league player, 20 years old, central midfielder, and in nets, Jose Paredes, 77 rated goalkeeper from Real Betis Balompié. I'm going to sign up Waikili Hogan first, definitely. I think that's definitely the right idea because I think he's the best of all of these guys. 34.5 million. I'm going to offer 34 and just see what they say. And they want Milan de Smet. No. I can't do that. But I can offer 35.2, a little bit more money, and they just say yes. Okay, lovely. And after that transfer is through, we're down to 59.62 million left in the bank. But he is a superb centre-back that hopefully we won't have to force into retirement. Next up is Cedric Martin. Let's get this done. 38.5. He is the most expensive. I'm going to offer 36 and just see what they say. 45. Okay. Let's offer 36.7. We're just going to keep on undercutting. They just say yes. Lovely. If we offer him 20k, what will he say? Oh, lovely. He just says yes. That's really nice. But now we're down to 22.4 million. We're going to have to do a bit of wheeling and dealing to try and get this goalkeeper. I'm hoping I won't have to actually sell any other players. I'm hoping I can just kind of stick with the team that I have. But I do have players to sell if needs be. I think I might be able to get him on the cheap. And when I say on the cheap, I mean like 18 million, not 180 million, 18 million. Let's try that. And they say 20.7. That might be okay, to be honest. I reckon we can do, let's do like 18.2. Just increase it a tiny bit. And they say yes. Oh, lovely. We can definitely afford his wages. ages now. 18.2 million for one of the best young goalkeepers in the world. Yes, please sign me up, bro. We can get him on a 4-year deal, 100%. And we can put him on 20k a week. He's currently on 9.7, but you know, I don't really want to risk this, and we have the money and we're not really spending on anything else, so we can kind of afford to do this. Jose Paredes is now a member of retired FC. Oh, he's not going to retire, but you know what I mean. He's part of the team, whatever. Okay, so let's add these all to the squad, starting off with our center mid Martin, our center back Hogan, and then our goalkeeper Paredes, who's the same rating as Garrido, but he's just a better prospect. So Garrido goes onto the bench, so does Bolton, and then yeah, that was it, right? Because yeah, we have Maguire in midfield. Okay, lovely. We could sell Duffy, we could sell Bianchi. Gonna hold on to them for the moment. If I want to sell them later down the line, I will, but I don't right now, so there's no point. Everyone else is really, really good. The team is super solid. Let's keep on marching, I think. How are we doing in the league, actually, now that we're in January? We're currently second. Okay, and it's us and Oxford in that top 2 spot. Definitely want promotion this year, and we can definitely get it. Our team is definitely good enough. I don't know how we haven't got promoted up to this point, to be completely honest. It's a bit of a shame to lose Lund, but we've replaced him with Martin, and then also, you know, some good extra reinforcements with super high potentials. Let's keep this going, and let's go to the end of the year. End of the year, and we did secure promotion. 102 points. Us and Oxford were just a cut above the rest of the league. I'm going to check the playoffs anyway. Oh no, Derby didn't get promoted. Good. I'm a Derby fan, in case you didn't know. And if you didn't know, now you do know. This is the state of the team at the end of the year. Arias 86 overall is indeed our best player, but Martin has gone up to an 83, Hogan 81, and Paredes 79. Everyone's developing, but once we lose Arias, it's going to be Mickelson on the chopping block. Oh god, no, this is horrible. Anyway, or actually it would be as well, the free agent right winger that we found. Maybe he's got a lot of potential as well. Anyway, for the time being, we're going to be losing Arias, I think. And sure enough, Arias is out the door. Oh no, we're going to be forcing him into retirement. I guess canonically we're like snapping these players ACLs, or multiple ACL, MCL, PCL, whatever, all the CLs that you can think of, except for the Champions League, which we haven't reached yet, but we're into the championship next season. Yes, Ivan Arias is retiring at the end of the season with yeah, I don't know, he's just rich now, so he's just decided to stop. He is the most valuable player on the team, so we're losing him. But second up is Mikkel Poulsen, our left midfielder. Then it's Magnus Mikkelsen, the 2 Danes, and then Cedric Martin, who we just signed, and then Youngsu Oh. But yes, we are losing our centre back, unfortunately, but we keep on moving. Means we're going to need to make a good signing next year. We're going to need a bit of money next year as well to make some progress. Let's see how much we're given. And we have 16 mil. How much exactly? 15.9. Lovely. 15.9 million. We can definitely do some damage with that money. Let's see now what starting 11 we're going to have. Oh yeah, we're going to have Hogan and Bolton at the back. Honestly, not the worst, but considering everyone else is over the age, or over the 80 rating, apart from Paredes, Kusiasari, and Bolton, we should probably get a centre back. But we do have 15.9 million, like I said, so we can definitely spend that well. I think we can sell, honestly, as well. I think we could sell Bianchi, and I think we can sell Duffy or Bolton, honestly. Let me have a look at free agency and see who I can find to maybe add to this bench and maybe sell some of these guys up. Okay, this has been a hell of a free agency class. First of all, Daniel Marine and Daniel Graf look insane. In particular, Daniel Graf, he would come in and he would start as our goalkeeper straight away. That was incredible. Also, Daniel Marine, perfect backup fullback that we need. Max Martens, in particular, I think has an awful lot of potential in midfield as well, just because he's so balanced. And then Charles Walter as well. I think they both have a lot of potential. So we're going to sign all these guys. I'm going to sign all of these players up. Like, all their values are insanely high. Let's pick up all these guys and let's add them to the squad, and then we're going to move someone on for sure. Okay, so having made those signings, Martins comes onto the bench. Walter comes onto the bench. Graf starts immediately instead of Paredes, who we signed last year. So sorry to him, I guess. And well, Marine is perfect, ready to go to replace Glover. Actually, Glover won't even need replacing. Neither will Villar, because they're not the highest rated players on the team anymore, and they're not growing fastest. It's and it's Mickelson, but I honestly think it's Mickelson. I think we're going to be losing Mickelson this year, which means I need to have a cam ready to go, which means of these guys, actually, I can now sell Lombardi. So I guess I should do that. I guess I should at least sell Lombardi and see if I can find myself a good young cam, and maybe in place of Mickelson. How much is Mickelson worth right now, though? Well, Mickelson is, 65 million, which means in order to find someone that's just equally as good, I'll need to find someone that's probably about 65 million as well, or maybe 50 million, so he's like worse. So Mickelson goes, and then the 50 million cam takes his place. That would kind of make the most sense, but we only have 13.5 million now. It's going to go down as well, because I do need to do contracts of Villar and then also Kusiasar, and I do want to check Kusiasar's development plan as well. 20 weeks as an advanced forward. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, he's on the right development plan. Okay, that's good. But yeah, in terms of value, like, I don't know. I feel like cams are easier to replace, so I'm just going to keep Mickelson as our designated sale for this year. But the most expensive player that's on our bench, Daniel Marine, we cannot sell, obviously. Neither can we do Max Martins. Jose Paredes, we can. 37 million is a lot. Just to sit on our bench? Yeah, let's do that. And then Flavio Lombardi as well. He's been sitting on our bench for ages as well, so let's add him. Okay, and then we can sell one more goalkeeper as well. We may as well sell Bianchi. And then I guess Samuel Figueroa as well. Okay, let's do that. Let's simulate a few days, and let's just see how much money money we can raise because I kind of need some money. I'm kind of going broke. And there we go. So on offer from Lombardi, 37 million. Beautiful stuff. Leo Guedes, loan to buy. I'm just going to reject that straight away. We don't need to be doing that right now. Okay, Samu Figueroa, we can sell him. Swap deal for Ben Doak. That's interesting, but I'm going to say no because is so good. And then Urs Bianchi is our like 4th string goalkeeper. We can get rid of him, no problem. Okay, so that's Bianchi and that's Figueroa sorted. And it's also Lombardi sorted because we have 44 million, but we still have more to sell. An offer for Jose Paredes, 38 million from Chelsea. I'm going to have to accept that, unfortunately. I cannot say no to that. No way. I signed Paredes for 18 million. I'm going to flip him for 38 million. I absolutely have to do that. And it's done. Lovely stuff. It is done. And 88 million. The exact number is 87.785147. And this is the state of the team after selling a few players. Obviously, the starting 11 isn't really impacted. Honestly, neither is the bench massively. But I think it's time to pick up a centre back. Definitely, we can get a centre back for around maybe 40 million. And then we'll look at maybe a cam. Or I just go big on centre back. And then we try and push for promotion this year. Honestly, that might be an idea. I might try that. Let me have a look at some really, really good centre backs that we could buy. Maybe like 82, 83 rated. Actually, to be fair, I don't want to get someone that's like 85 rated and then I have to sell them. That's no good to me. So I may as well buy someone who's like a little bit under. So like what, 82, 81 rated? Let me see what I can find. Okay, I found someone really good. Igor Borges, 82 overall, potential to be special, but he's 65 million. But he could play centre back for us for a while. I'm afraid he's a little too good though, and that he's going to get really, really good real quick, and then he's just going to have to be forced into retirement. But at some point we got to take a risk, and I think now is the time. I'm going to buy a really, really good centre back, and I'm going to save the rest of the money. So 65 million. Let's try 60 and just see what they say. They want 88 and a massive sell-on clause. Oh my god. Okay, let's try 64 point whatever the hell. Okay, yeah, they just say yes. That's what they do. They just shoot the price really high up, and then I say no, and they're like, oh, okay, it was worth a try. That works for me though, and now this guy's gonna be super good for us. From PSG down to the championship, but don't worry, mate, it's gonna be worth it. Disregard the release clause, and we'll put him on 50k a week because he's on 46 right now. Yes, okay, good. They say yes to that. Left over, we have 20 million. Just gonna hold on to that. There's nobody we could really buy to improve our first team, I don't think. Igor Borges, the best young centre back in the world, now plays for retired FC, but he will not retire. He will not retire. He will play forever, and that's just it. I don't care. So Bolton goes on to the bench, and Borges starts, and then onto the reserves goes Duffy. Okay, lovely stuff. That looks good. Need to get Borges on a development plan, but other than that, we're looking good. Yeah, potential to be special. Oh my god, this guy looks amazing. And yeah, he's one of our most valuable players. He's down a little bit because obviously we bought him. Change of environments and stuff like that can be bad for player development. But anyway, this is good. This is really, really good. I have to say I'm happy with this. 21 million in the current budget. Ooh, that's fine actually. I don't know why I made that sound as if it was bad, but it's actually fine. I need Kusiasar to get a little bit better, to be honest. If he doesn't get better this year, then we're gonna have to sell him. I don't want to because he's like our first signing and he's special and stuff like that, but yeah, I do need him to improve. Other than that, really, really good. I'm really, really happy. I think we can get promoted this year again. I really, really do. Let's come back at the end of the year and let's see what happens. Okay, we're back on June 29th and we lost in the playoff final against Everton. 1 game away from the Premier League. What a shame, but it's not a problem. Let's check what player we're gonna have to release this year, and on those prizes, it's Magnus Mikkelsen, 88 overall. He's our first player worth over 100 million in value, and we have a few different players 86 rated. Oh my god, we actually have 5. If I had to release one of them, it would have to be Igor Borges because he's 18. The rest are 20 and above, but that's okay because this is good. Look at the value of these guys. It's wild stuff. Look at Kusiasar, by the way, up 5 overall this year. Everyone's up what, 3 to 4 overall. Kusiasar is up the most, which is what we want to see. The Smet is not up at all. Now that is interesting. We have a few players out on international duty. Actually, we have quite a lot of players on international duty, so we can't really do much with that. Maybe it's time to buy another cam. We might need to buy 2 cams next year now that we're going to be losing Mikkelsen to retirement. 21 years old, one of the best footballers on the planet, and retired. So goodbye to Magnus Mikkelsen retiring at the end of the season, but you probably noticed that as the seasons have gone on, the player that's been required to retire every year, their overall rating has gone steadily up, which just shows the progression of the team. The team is so good. I don't know how it didn't get promoted, but I can't be upset. It's time to move to the next season once again. Let's see where we're at next year, and it's going to be a bit of a shootout for who's going to be retiring next season, so we'll see who it is. But for now, we keep moving. Okay, first of all, at Retired FC, we have a lot of contracts to do. All of these guys are on 1 years, and we're going to have to give them extensions. We have 35 million starting out this year, which is very nice. We're obviously going to add to that total. Damien Maguire, I'm not going to bother renewing, but everyone else, we certainly will. Okay, lovely. That's all we needed to do. Now we're down to 31.6 million. I can see the transfer budget beside me right now, by the way. Martens does take that cam spot. Honestly, actually, that's fine. That really works because his potential is sky high and he fits the cam slot really well. I'm going to make him a cam. Okay, there we go. Now that Max Martens is a cam, that's doesn't mean I necessarily need to buy a cam. I don't think I will either, because Martins has the potential to be one of the best cams in the world, so I'm not going to bother with that. I know that, by the way, because I can see he's an exciting prospect, which shows he has excellent potential. So, by the way, is Daniel Graf, who found in free agency. Speaking of free agents, let's have a flick through free agency, see if we can find somebody, anyone actually, that's particularly outstanding that maybe we can add to the bench, for example. Like a backup cam could be nice. A backup center mid. Actually, we do have Guedes, but you know what I mean. Let's just have a look. These are the two players that I found that I think are good enough. Bas Kramer and Fabrizio Martinelli. 95 pace on Martinelli, by the way. And Bas Kramer, 6'4", animal, 87 physical. Let's sign these guys up. Gonna try and leave them on the bench and then maybe sell them next year. That's probably my plan. That seems pretty good. Okay, having made those signings, my idea is pretty simple. We can just sell Marine because we have Martinelli to play backup fullback. So we could just sell Marine. We could also sell Bolton as well, which honestly, I think I'm just gonna do. I might as well. This all looks good to me. Okay, let's do it. Transfer offer for Wakili Hogan from Liverpool block. No, we are not selling him. Bolton 17.3 from TSG Hoffenheim. Yes, we'll do that. Send him through. That would take us up to around 47 million. And then if we can sell Marine, that's the name of our right back. Yes, naturally. And indeed, we do get an offer for Marine. 50 million offer from Bologna for Bolton. We can just do, yeah, 50 million from Chelsea. 47.9 from Arsenal. I'm just going to turn down just because it's less money. Literally no other reason. So if we get all that money in, we could have about 100 million. Oh my God. Okay, we're up to 87 million now. Is that all the transfers gone through? Oh no, it is. Okay, fair enough. It's not quite 100 million, but it's 87 million. That's pretty good. Daniel Graf we're keeping because he's more potential than what he's currently at. But with 87 million, we can make a massive improvement to this team. Still have players away on international duty, apparently, for some reason. I mean, I guess I could buy a cam, but Martin's potential is so good. Actually, yeah, I should buy a cam, shouldn't I? To replace Dismet, who seems to just have plateaued at the moment. So what we'll do is this. We'll just put Maguire as our placeholder there. Funny his name is Maguire as well. Shout out Harry Maguire, I guess. Ballon d'Or winner, obviously, Harry Maguire. Let's get a cam. I think that's probably the right thing to do. Let's get a really, really good one, but one that's not too good. That will force him into retirement. Okay, I found one. Paul Peltier, 85 rated cam/striker. He's definitely a cam though. 76 shooting isn't quite good enough to be a striker if you're asking me. 83 million in value, and we currently have 87, so we might need to lowball a little bit, but I think we will be able to do that. I think if I just offer maybe like 80, they should just say yes. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be the same situation as that PSG player, isn't it? If we just offer like a little bit more money, will they just say yes? And they do. Yeah, okay, great. They try to scam me for loads of money, but Paul Peltier is coming for sure if we can afford his wages. We're going to have about 7 million in transfer budget left, which leaves us with 142. It might be barely enough if we give him the same wage that he's on currently. One of the best young players in the world is coming to the championship if we can afford him. So let's try 120 and just see what they say. Yeah, they say yes. Of course they do. Lovely. We just about can afford Paul Peltier. We have 1.4 million left in the transfer budget, but for 80 million, 25,208 euros, we've signed one of the best young players in the whole world. And its value's gone immediately up, by the way. It was 80 something million and now it's 106 million. That doesn't even make any sense, but yep. Okay. Yes, it works. And there we go. Okay. So Dismet's on the bench now. We could actually potentially sell Dismet as well, but I'm not going to do that right now. Just going to hold him on the bench. We're going to keep all these guys on the bench. You know, we'll keep the assets for next season. This year, as it stands, who would be losing? Would it be our center back? Yeah, it would because he's 18. Okay. But it could be, yeah, Villar or Xavier Martin or Mikkel Poulsen. Poulsen we've had since he was 16. He's now 20 and he hasn't grown. He's still 5'5". Anyway, that doesn't mean though that Glover or even Paul Peltier are out of the equation because they could well get even better. Peltier gets better in 27 weeks. Let's put him on the shadow striker role. Just improve his shooting, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mad one. Who's going to be the best player by the end of the year? Remember, age is the tiebreaker. Youngest age goes. But for now, we just simulate again. Let's go. Let's just get promoted to the Premier League because this is ridiculous at this point. Let's just get to the Prem. June 29th, and we got 115 points in the championship. We absolutely destroyed the division. Absolutely dominant. Yeah, cool. Okay, but who's the highest rated player on our team? I'm scared it's going to be our center back. Oh, it's Glover. Okay, that's a surprise. A good surprise because we would have had to lose Borges and that would have been the worst. But that's really good for us, actually. I mean, he's 90 rated. He's worth 125 million. But like, that's not that bad, to be honest. We take that. We definitely take that. All right, so Glover is retiring. Yes, apply changes. Cool. And he's retiring at the end of the season. Excellent. Oh, that's amazing for us. Okay, we have a few players want to get a contract. Actually, we only have two. We can do Talal Ahmed and we can do Mahmoud Ahmed, and we don't even need to do Glover because he's retiring anyway. All right. It's a 90 rated right back, so he will be very, very hard to replace, but he won't be impossible to replace, and that's the key. Plus, we are going to the Premier League with a dominant season, so I'm excited for next year. You know, we can keep this going. My goal is to win the Champions League, and I think we can do that pretty soon, especially with the team that we have. Now that we've lost our right back, yeah, see, like we have Martinelli ready to go. we do have an expanded bench this year that I don't even need to take advantage of, to be honest. Martin's up to an 85, by the way, so we're definitely right to keep him in the team. And we're going to have budget this year. I completely forgot about this. We're going to have budget. We're in the Premier League. 77 million. Let's go. Okay, so what can I spend that 77 million on? Who's the lowest rated starter we have? It would be our right back. It would be Martinelli. Okay, so let's do this then. Let's just put Duffy there as a placeholder. I mean, we can pick up a new right back, and it does make sense. Let's see if we can find someone with a bit more potential than Martinelli, perhaps. First of all, I mean, we'll check free agency if we can find anyone particularly good. Actually, let's use this free agency class to fill out the rest of our bench. So we have a left mid and centre mid, so let's get a right mid, and let's get another fullback as well that can maybe play on the wing. Well, maybe? Yeah, that seems good. Let's get a right mid. Let's get a left back. Well, that is, of course, unless we find someone that's really good. We'll get them as well. Okay, this is perhaps the luckiest free agency ever. Look at this guy. Jude Knowles, 86 overall right back, free agent. He's free. He's exactly what we need, and he's free. Wow. Okay, perfect. Is he a regen? Is that what this is? Is that because our right back retired, so there's another one? I don't know. Either way, I don't care. This guy's ridiculously good. He wants a 200 million release clause. We're going to reject that because we're going to make him stay here. He only wants 36k. Okay, so that was the one position we needed, and it's kind of sorted. Okay, yeah, that was a bit of a diversion. I didn't really mean to do that. Like I said, I wanted to sign another midfielder, and then I mean also another fullback, which you kind of technically have done. It's like Knowles comes into the starting team. Like, whoa, wow, like out of nowhere. Who even is this kid? No one even knows. But like I said, we need a left back and we need a right mid. So let me actually find those in free agency. But yeah, okay. That was a slight diversion. We'll get back to normal. Let's go. Okay, we found our players. Left back, Javier Crespo. Right mid, Toby Bradley. These players are actually really, really good for free agency as well. So super lucky free agency class. We're going to have like 73 million left in the pot, even after we sign all these guys. Can I put them on a rotation deal? Yeah, I can. Beautiful. Let's see how much this contract is going to cost. Okay, so it's going to probably cost like $1.5 million. Okay, so we'll probably be about 72 million after we sign this right mid as well. And then we can go out and buy one of the best young wonder kids. Oh my God, English is my first language, if you can believe that. One of the best young wonder kids. Oh my God, no. One of the best young wonder kids in the world. First try. Don't even talk about it. Right, let's go. Okay, so Crespo on the bench. Beautiful stuff. And then Bradley comes onto the bench as well. I'm trying to organize this so it actually makes sense to me. Okay, here we go. Lovely stuff. And then Ahmed and Duffy are just surplus. Okay, lovely. But we have some extra money right here. I'm not going to buy Cam because Martins has the potential. Kusiasar, by the way, is keeping pace. Don't even need a new striker. Don't actually really need anyone. Let me see if I can just find someone that stands out to me, I suppose. Actually, you know what? I've had a real look around. I really have. And honestly, I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do to improve this team. I'm just going to simulate this year. I'm going to simulate this year, and we're just going to see how we do. I'm going to save the 70 million that we have in surplus. I'll just save it till next year. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. I might as well. You know, it is spare money after all. Let's save that till next year, and let's simulate our first year in the Premier League with money in the bank and players of world-class quality, and let's see how we do. 29th of June now in the Premier League, and we finished second in our first year in the Prem. So we're in the Champions League immediately next season. Also, we were in the Conference League. We got to the final and lost to Valencia. The only way we could have qualified for the Conference League was if we won the Carabao Cup last year. So we must have won the Carabao Cup last year, which is wild. We had a great season, but I'm kind of sad right now because I'm going to have to force Igor Borges into retirement. He's the same rating as Cedric Martin, but he's younger. He's actually less valuable, but he's younger, so we're forcing him into retirement. I'm going to stick with what I said, which is really sad. This actually sucks. This actually sucks so much. Oh my God. But it's got to be done. Is retiring? Yes. Oh, this is the worst. At 20 years old, he's already got to be one of the best centre-backs in the world, and he's retiring immediately after. Top goal scorer this year was Kusiasar. No surprises there. Poulsen second up from left mid, then Youngsu Oh from right mid, who, by the way, we got from free agency, which is wild. This is the full state of the team. We have a few on international duty, but yeah, everyone's like high 80s, low 90s in terms of overall. It's really, really good. It's definitely Champions League quality for next season. Speaking of which, let's go to next year and let's see how much money we have. We have 72 million left over from this year. Plus, we're going to have a little bit more from obviously next season's budget. We won the Carabao Cup again this year, by the way, but obviously Champions League, let's do it. Okay, now we're in the new season. I'm going to have a few contracts to do, so let's do them. Youngsu Oh, we're going to have to give him big deals. Yeah, Kusiasar, we're going to have to do as well. And then Ahmed for you. Yeah, see, look, big old contracts this year. Big release clause we're going to reject. No way. Oh, we're going to be so broke. How much transfer budget do we have this year? 102 million. Okay, I can spend that, and I simply need to spend it on a centre back. I have one choice here. There are other players I can sell. I was going to say smell there because of Desmet, and then Martinelli I could sell sell. Walter, I could sell if I wanted to make a bit more money. But honestly, I don't. I just want to buy this centre-back and simulate because I really think we can win the Champions League this year. Let me go and find the best centre-back I can get. Okay, I found someone really, really good, but we're definitely not going to be able to afford him. Iago Chavez, 161 million in value, but he's 92 rated. If we want him, we're going to have to sell someone. It's pretty simple, but I think we definitely can. Like, of our highest rated players, obviously all these guys will be starting, so we're not going to sell any of these guys. But De Smet is worth 60 million alone. Martinelli is worth 44. Okay, I think we sell De Smet and Martinelli. I think that's what we do. Let me check free agency again, see if we can find anyone good. We probably won't though. No, nothing good. There's a really good goalkeeper, but other than that, nothing we really want. Yeah, we have the players that we have there on the transfer list. Let's see if we can make a bit of money and see if we can buy that centre back. Then with regards to the backup cam and the backup fullback slot, well, backup fullback we already have, so we'll be fine. Backup cam we probably should be fine as well. It's a swap deal. I don't want to do a swap deal. Villar, 160 million. No. Diego Garrido we're going to hold on to as well. We've had Garrido since the start as well, which is quite cool. And there's an offer for De Smet, 79.9 million from Atalanta and Real Madrid as well. I'll accept them both. Martinelli, 60 million. I won't need to... Oh, no, I probably will need to sell Martinelli as well. Yeah, fine, whatever. We may as well sell Martinelli. There's no harm in it. We can afford it, that's for sure. So we have 102 million up to 168 million now. We're going to simulate 2 more days. And we still have no one. Okay, I'm going to sim 1 more day. And we've still sold no one. Okay, I'll sim 2 more days. And if it doesn't work, I'm then going to panic. Okay, 218 million is in the budget now. Big money. Oh my God. And we're going to sign Iago Chavez. 161 million in value. So I'm just going to ask to pay 161 million. It's pretty simple. 160 million. And they just say yes straight away. As they should. I mean, I'm paying 160 million for a centre-back. They must be insane not to say yes. Let's get him in on a 5-year deal, please, for Iago Chavez. No release clause. Make him work. No option of leaving. And for wages, let's offer him exactly what he's on right now. 250,000 euros a week. And he says yes. Beautiful. Now we have 45.99 million left in our transfer budget. So I can spend about 20 million and 20 million for a fullback. Although I don't even think I'm going to bother getting a fullback. I might just get a cam, to be honest. I need to see how the squad is set up though. So Kramer is technically starting, but he won't be because Chavez obviously will be. Actually, defensively we're fine. 2 centre backs and a fullback is fine. But we do need a cam. We do need that backup cam. Do you know what? I might just spend all the budget on a cam. We have 45 million. Let's go out and get a backup cam and then let's simulate. Okay, I think I found our guy. Vigo Gebel, 82 overall, 24 years old. I don't think he's going to get much better than this, but I don't think we need him to get much better than this. I'm going to buy him for 40 million. And honestly, you know, there will be at least a little bit of improvement, hopefully, at some point. Let's offer 40 million for the German central attacking midfielder, and they just say yes straight away. Let's get this contract through, and let's set up our bench for this season in the Champions League that we can definitely dominate 100%. So like I said, step 1, let's get his contract in. Yeah, we're going to be able to afford him, no problems. Current wage is 32. He wants 72. He can have that, no problem. Anything to get the man to shake my hand. 40 million for the German cam. Vigo Gebel. Hell of a name, by the way. And Gebel comes into the team, organize the bench super quick, and we are ready to go. Lovely stuff. This is the team that's going to be taking on our first Champions League season. It's really, really good. I imagine Chavez will be the highest rated player at the end of this season, and if he is, then we'll be losing him, unfortunately. Someone else could take his spot. That's definitely possible. I'm going to put him on a development plan anyway, just in case he does get better, which he probably will. He is really good at the whole football thing. Yeah, 15 weeks. This guy is a beast. Our most valuable player is indeed Chavez, followed by Kusiasar, 160 million, Peltier, Marta, Poulsen. Oh, you know, really, really good players. Are they good enough to win the Champions League? Suppose we'll have to find out, won't we? Let's go to May and let's see if they're in a Champions League semi-final. We're back for a Champions League semi-final. We are currently 2-1 up against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League semi-final. Second leg away in the Parc des Princes. But for the moment, let's just enjoy the team that we've built, because look at this squad. It's really, really strong. Gebel is actually getting games off the bench, so good thing we got him for sure. He can help with the rotation of the team, but this team is so strong. No contracts to do though. Nothing left to go with other than a victory here. We must win against Paris. And so let's do it. Away at the Parc des Princes. Can we get the win? And we do. 3-1 on the night. Goals from Poulsen, Kvaratskhelia, Kusiasar, and Martens. Beautiful stuff. We are in a Champions League final, and we're playing against Barcelona in an El Clasico. Ooh, okay. Barcelona come out on top, but now we're going to be playing against them. Let's see if we can pull out the win. Now time for a Champions League final against Barcelona in Old Trafford. Can we win the Champions League, as is our destiny, while making our best player retire every season? Yes, we can. Goals from Martens and Knowles, and we are Champions League winners. We did it, and there we go. We achieved our dream. I forced my best player to retire every season, and regardless, we became Champions League and Premier League winners as well. Please hit the subscribe button. It means an awful lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click this video next. It's tailored to your taste. least. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you all next time.